Max that out. Alright, Siren Cassiopeia. We got a human Ryze. So I'm either against Katarina or Pantheon. Both champs I feel I can play against okay. Katarina's probably a little bit harder than Pantheon because Pantheon's very predictable. If he jumps on you, you throw Miasma on your feet as he's coming in, and then you should be able to land Qs and just all-in him, so, which makes him not want to jump on you. Cassiopeia is a very strong all-in duelist, whereas Katarina can come in and poke and run away very quickly, and so it's harder for you to catch up to her. And if you throw a Q on her, she can, you know, she can go in on you, so it's very interesting to play. Pantheon's a little more straightforward. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Just clicking. Alright, I need to look something up. Let's see. Cassiopeia.
Come on already.
Damn. I did not know that.
Tell me everything.
Hold on. That's the same range.
You're no fun.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Alright. Whoops, I have no items. Whoops. Alright, so let's start with a flask, potion, and a ward, because as Cassiopeia, it's easy to get ganked if you don't have wards. She's very, she has measures to not get ganked, but they're not as good as other champions, and if she gets locked down by any CC, she's very squishy.
Of course.
So, like, she doesn't have a spell shield, or a dash, or a blink, or she's not tanky, so she's like, all she has is a measly slow, which you don't even get that early on into the game, and then a move speed boost if you land your Q, which can help, but it's not as good as, say, a Jack Sleep or something. Whoops, that was way too early. What the? Damn, that was fast. I placed this ward a little too early. Well, if we're gonna do it like that, what the fuck? Worth. No, I'm dead. I should be drinking, but it's too late. He's gonna catch me. If I drank earlier, I might have been able to live. Ryze didn't even try to help. Scumbag. Alright, oh shit. If I should have been chugging the entire fight, actually. I kind of brain farted there, because I was like, well, I don't want to use a pot right away because I'm going to lane. But then the obvious reaction for his team is to come fight me too, so I should have tried to keep myself full, but I was just like, well, I can hold off on the pots till I get back to lane after this little scrap. But I didn't expect him to try to kill himself just to fight me, because there's no way he's gonna win that fight. I was expecting to zone him, and then he just went all in on me. So I was like, oh shit. Okay. I need to hit level 2. I wasted a lot of time running away from Katarina. Oh god, I'm doing a bad job at last sitting.
Don't be coy.
location.
Don't make me fail.
Yeah, but this ward was placed way early. Most of it got wasted when I was just fighting in the jungle. This guy's fruits.
Of course.
Holy shit, I'm bad at CSing.
I'm listening.
Oh my god. See, that's what I said is Cassie's really good at all-ins. He jumps on me, that is an all-in. So he has to fight or just get destroyed by my sustained damage. Okay, let's go back.
Don't make me fail.
My CS is so bad. I'm gonna grab it here.
Don't be
Cassie's really good at stacking this, and it also rewards me for spamming in more ways than one. So one thing I didn't talk about yet is Cassiopeia's passive. You'll find that, well, since I maxed Noxious Blast, it's actually not as good to do this, but when you stack up Cassie's passive, it's actually really efficient to just cast things on the ground just to keep the passive rolling. And when you do this, I'm stacking my tier, but you'll also notice I'm not spending very much mana to keep the passive up.
as you wish.
Oh, I let my passive fall off, that was bad. I was watching my mana bar instead of where my character was. So when I pressed Q, I didn't press it in range of myself, and so I let the passive run out. But I don't see any Cassie players do this. They might do it incidentally because they're pushing all the time, so they'll just Q the wave over and over, but to purposefully burn a spell on the ground or just anywhere to attempt harassment or just to keep your passive up, generally you want to use it for something like pushing or attempting harass, but you can also just throw it on the ground if you don't feel like you can do it, hit anyone with it. Or you don't want to push, but you want to just... Alright, well, he's dead too. I shouldn't have let myself get caught there. I could have just thrown one more E out to kill him, but I wanted to land the Q. And then he ended up making me use my knife to kill him. Luckily enough though is that we killed him under the tower, so he's gonna miss out on all that EXP, and I'm not really gonna miss out on anything. Grab my sword shoes, let's go back. So again, I'm just gonna keep stacking this up. Ideally you stack it up in the fountain so that when you go back while you're walking to lane, you don't spend any mana, but I don't have time to do that. Plus it just stacks my tier. So as you can see, my mana is not really going down that much. This is like leaving your poison on as singed to stack your tier.
Tell me everything.
Pantheon's not 6 yet, but
You found me.
oh my god, how did I know this was gonna happen? Should've just thrown a Q in there. So he actually like sat in there the entire time. Well, that's a splashdown. Alright, I'm just gonna keep throwing this out. My ult should be up soon. If he tries that again, he's gonna die. Or I can kill him. Because I know his ignite's not up. He uses at the same time. CS ult too. While potting up.
be coy.
I should have killed him there. I kind of wussed out a bit. He doesn't have any mana at all. I don't know why he did that.
No mercy.
I definitely wussed out. I should have just killed him. Oh, this guy's back. And he has his ulti now. I don't know why he didn't use it there.
An ally has been slain.
Oh my god, I think I accidentally stopped mousing over him. I could have killed him. That's 4 E's that I could have gotten off and only got 3. I should have been able to kill him and live. Oh, that sucks. He just keeps coming back over and over and over. Should be getting dragon out of this. Alright, that's good. I can't really afford anything special off of that. Because I was kind of out of mana when I bought these clocks, but I think we'll be okay. So yeah, I stopped using my E. He should have died. I just stopped E'ing him for that was just bad. Basically what he did was bad, but he ended up getting rewarded for it because I derped. I'm gonna take blue actually, is Ryze usually needs the first blue. But if he doesn't need it right now, I can actually just kill it. Because no one's doing it. Oh boy. It's not good. I need to level up my E. He is too low level. Picked up Mercs. That's a good buy against me. I thought that should have hit him. Pressuring him. It didn't land the stun, but I did land the slow. What the fuck? Either way, I get a kill out of that. Pretty sure that wasn't really worth it for him. Oh, they failed the gank. I need more points into E. I need to get that buffed up right now. Alright, so I'm looking to get more Spell Pen and some Spell Vamp. So Spirit of the Spectral Wraith and Haunting Guys are what I'm looking to get right now. Just stack up right here. How stacked is it? It's about over halfway. Damn, my CS is atrocious, but so is his. We're just low econ game right now. I should have more CS, I'm just whiffing it though. When you're denying someone, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to be denying yourself as well. Most of the CS I was available to get, I just missed it. Which is how you have to think about it. Why I'm maxing my E now is because when he all-ins me, he just loses. And I should have been chucking pots that whole time. But I wasn't. He's gonna fall further and further behind on levels. The jungler's dead. I'm actually gonna clear one more wave out. Damn. Pantheon might be able to jump back, so I don't want to stay too long. Okay, lane swapped. Alright. Let's buy this then. Real hard for her to kill me. Ryze is another champion that's really good against Pantheon. Are they duo laning mid? What the hell is this? Dyna's been mid entire game. I haven't seen him go anywhere else. Well, as long as Ryze gets fed, I mean, it helps. Holy shit, I'm like half the team's kills and deaths. Going ham, man. That's all you do. Some of those deaths shouldn't have happened. Like I should be 1 kill up and 1 death down from that Amumu thing. So. So even though he didn't have poison on him, I just threw an E out because I was gonna back off anyways. So I might as well get the damage off. Some damage off. See, like that. I know he doesn't have poison on him, but I'm not gonna need to use it until my Q is back up. So if I miss a Q, I would just throw an E out anyways and just wait. Sometimes it's bad to do, but if I'm just poking, it's not that bad. What the fuck? I missed my thingy. I think he should be dead though. I missed my E on a creep. That was pretty next level right there. And then I still killed him. Got a shutdown. Holy shit, he was actually fed. I killed him. Alright, let's see. How much does it cost? Let's get this first. 800. Yeah, you know, I kind of really want it, so I don't really need the flask anymore because I'm gonna have sustain plus a tier. So let's do it. Let's finish the entire thing. It's gonna give me a bit of CDR, which is somewhat nice. Not too necessary on Cassie though. But I just want the spell vamp, and then I'm gonna have high resists, and I have a big mana pool. Plus, I just got a blue buff from it. I don't really need the flask anymore, so I'll just sell that. I'll get him, Ryze. Beat the Ryze. Alright, let my stacks drop. I have blue buff. I can just build them up again when I push. I just want to watch fights. There we go, stacks are up.
You found me.
I'm just gonna throw an E at her because I have a lot of CDR right now. I don't care if I don't have anything on her. I just wear her down eventually. Remember, I'm not trying to all in her, I'm just poking. So the objective is to put a little bit of damage on her, and throwing a random E out will do that. It's fine, like that, even if I don't have poison on her. It still does around 200 damage, and it comes back fairly quickly, even without poison. Because I have 30% CDR, so it's like a 3-second cooldown anyways. Again, it's bad to miss when you're all in, but when you're just poking, you're not looking to chase too hard. It's not a big deal to CC without poison. A lot of people just are like, oh, if I don't have poison, I can't use E because it won't refresh. But you're just gonna throw one thing at him anyways. You don't need to refresh. It doesn't matter. I don't know. This is all stuff I used to do in Season 1 when I played Cassie back then. I used to play her a lot. Then I started playing top lane instead of just playing random champs. Oh god. Yeah, there's just a lot of things about this champion that people don't take advantage of, like her 5-stack passive, making her spells virtually free. God, why is my shit so slow? Okay. I let my passive stacks drop off. Not a big deal. I'm gonna go back soon anyways. But yeah, you gotta treat it like a Vladimir's Tides of Bloods. Just want that shit up all the time. Like, all the time. So you can abuse it. Let's see. I can go Abyssal. Wouldn't be a bad idea. How stacked is this? It's full. I'm gonna grab it. Kinda want that blue buff.
Let's go, let's go.
Of course.
Come on already.
Holy shit, I killed this thing fast. He didn't need to smite it, but... Oh well. Yep, another thing I used to do with Cassie is fast Barons because he's just so good at it. Well, that was a terrible ulti. I thought he was gonna come in deeper to our team. That was I meant to use that so that when Amumu bandaged in, he would get stunned and not be able to ulti, but he didn't go nearly as far as I thought he would. And then I just wasted my ulti. But then he just ended up dying anyways. Didn't really matter. I thought he was gonna go at least up to the guy in front of me so that I would just stun him. I think someone else in front took it. I wasn't paying attention yet. Basically, I could have probably soloed Baron, but I want Diana to be there for the smite, just in case. And, Cassie's pretty strong. Now that I have Spell Vamp and all that armor, and plus this shield I can pop, it's just not a good idea to do that to me 1v1. When he jumps on top of you, so one thing you guys should know about Cassie is that the cooldown of her E depends on how far the target is away from you, because the missile has a travel speed, and the spell doesn't refresh until it hits a poison target. So at first it hits the target, then it sees, is that target poisoned? Yes, okay, refresh. And so if you cancel out the travel time, you actually cut out a lot of the cooldown. And when someone's right on top of you, like that Pantheon when he jumped on me melee, you saw that I was able to use E way more often than normal if I were just chasing someone. So like I could show you guys now on top of these wolves, it's very fast. It's a lot faster than if I were to say chase someone down while they were running away from me. Well, I didn't get the stun, but it doesn't matter. The slow is good enough in this case. He had nowhere to go. It's still a 60-second slow if you don't get the stun. That's a pretty damn good slow. If they're trying to run from you, they might as well be stunned, because they're not getting anywhere most of the time. Push that up. Next up, I might consider an Abyssal. So you notice I'm not building Death Cap, I'm building all these utility defensive items. I find that the utility from these items is worth more than the extra AP from Death Cap. Most of the time on a champion like this, but if you want to get Death Cap and you can get away with it, you can do that too. I would just rather have all these other stats and actives. Actives that keep you alive. When you're alive, you're doing deeps. When you're dead, you're doing 0 deeps. And if you just went Death Cap Void Staff, you would be dead a lot more often than if you didn't. Unless your team is godlike at keeping you alive. Basically, the best way to put it is Death Cap is overrated. Death Cap is just overrated. Same with, oh god. Same with like bruisers rushing stuff like. Damn, I thought he would be facing me because I thought he wanted my ass or something. Like he's gonna jump on me, but he jumped on someone else, so he's facing another direction. Oh my god, these guys are just dying all over the place. I don't even have a chance to hit them, they just die. I think Draven's, everyone on our team is dead. I think it's kind of snowballed out of control. It was pretty even for the most part. It was just me and top lane duking it out for the most part, and the scores were somewhat even. Oh god. And it was kind of getting out of control.